Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Herbert and the Houston Texans taking on Matt Corral and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Well, they're led out by the rookie out of Ole Miss, Matt Corral.
And when you watch Corral play, you have to be impressed with just how fearless he is in any situation. Excellent in the pocket, accurate, ball gets out of his hands quickly. He also can break out and create big plays as well, often with his legs. A tough runner, a tough leader. This guy has big-time potential.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 27, Corral. Room here to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A gain of 3, second down. Here's Corral. He's able to find Melton. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Completes it to Watt. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, here's Corral. Hauled in on the out route by Melton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. Houston set to take over. Opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in there by Cooks. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Swift. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
3rd and long as a defender, all you want to do is guard the first down line. Make sure that everything stays in front and run up there and make the tackle. They did everything exactly right except making the tackle the running back, and he ends up finding a way to pick up a first down. Brandon, that play just should not happen.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 26. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A first throw for the backup Trubisky. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Trubisky will throw. 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
White is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 5 yards remain on second down. Mon looks to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On third down yardage, it's a pickup of 6.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is brought in at the 21.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On 2nd and 7.
Mon. Quick slant complete to Melton.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than... He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Bo Melton.
60 yards.
And the Saints have moved out in front.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point forthcoming. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And Bo Melton with a touchdown reception to finish the drive off. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Trubisky's throw here complete to Batson.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. They'll get this complete to Batson.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack on first down, Trubisky. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Trubisky.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 5.
Now Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
First down, here's White. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. Open man is Higgins.
And they'll get this down to around the 47.
Now it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. That's complete to White.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. White, he'll try the left side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Here's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Texans.
Chigakonkwo
From 6 yards away.
And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
McCrane on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
To throw on second down. Strong.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On third down. Strong.
He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the third. Seven on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And Has some space here.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 40 times.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Going deep downfield for Ross.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Strong.
The throw out to Ross. He's got it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This pass complete to Higgins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Trubisky. The quick slant caught. Touchdown!
Chigakonkwo
Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Texans will add to their 4th quarter lead. Stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Here's McCray now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
They run straight ahead here with White. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The offense on third down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. McCrane's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. A minute 52 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. On 1st down, Strong. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late.
Throw left side, complete to Ross.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw again. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans off. A few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use. And now off to the races down the right side. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. 75 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a